Right guys, hello, another video for you, more retro gaming goodness. Last video I did was 3D VR, that was the 8-bit generation with a Nintendo Entertainment System. As I'm a Sega boy, that's what I grew up with. I thought we'll cover the Mega Drive or Genesis classics as well. No, this isn't new, I thought we should talk about it. Anyway, so yes, this can be done in VR. However, it doesn't really add much to the experience. Yes, we have this virtual bedroom and I can look around inside it and play the games on the television, great, but compared to EMU VR, which I've also done videos on, that blows this out of the water. Now you might think, well, why are you doing a video on this? Well, EMU VR, as great as it is, does take setting up, and some people just will struggle with that or can't do it at all. This game, I'm pretty sure the base game is free, and you can buy the games individually. They can be as cheap as 87 pence each. I put it on my wish list around Christmas time. It came up for £5. I was like, you know what, I'll buy it. The standard price should be about 20 odd pounds, which sounds expensive, but considering 3D Zen VR is about £15, and we had to supply all the games for that ourselves, the ROMs, 20 quid for this isn't too bad. So we can see the games library over to the right. We'll talk about that in a minute, and the mods. We'll go through the options. You can see we've got these tooltips on the screen, which we can turn off, but it's just to let you see what we can do in the room. So there is a spotlight that's pointing at the television. We'll go down to console settings. So I haven't got a cartridge in, but I could eject it. I could reset the console. We're just going to go into emulator settings. So pixel scaling, I can adjust how good things look. There's a scan line filter, which will make the image look like I'm playing it on an old school CRT television. We can stretch it full screen. So all of these games will be 4:3 aspect ratio. We use widescreen TVs and monitors now. So you can either stretch it or you can have border art. I've gone for the Streets of Rage border art to keep it, 4:3, but not have black bars. At the side, we've got our input options. So you can see I'm getting even more use out of my arcade stick. So we can do 2 players, have a controller each. We can play online as well, multiplayer. And I did rebind the buttons for the stick. So A, B, C, X, Y, Z. Traditionally, you can just see it on the screen. The Mega Drive or the Genesis had a 3-button pad, but later on it did have a 6-button one. I remember doing that for Mortal Kombat. Pretty sure I still got the pad up in the loft. Not that I really play the console anymore. It's just not the same without having a CRT TV anymore. So yeah, that's your options. Got audio settings as well, room settings. We can change the time of day. We can change the graphic settings, the quality of the room, how good it looks. Let's talk about the games library. 58 games in total. If you buy the complete bundle, it's not going to have absolutely everything that everybody wants, because there's a lot of games on the Genesis and the Mega Drive. So you can check the Steam store to see what is listed. I'm not going to go for absolutely everything, but just because you can't see it doesn't mean that you can't have it, which is one of the cool things about the mod. So on the Steam Workshop, you can just subscribe to these games, these extra games that you want, but you must own base games corresponding to the mod. So let's just give you an example. We've got Golden Axe there. Most people will want this well-known game. Very, very cool. Under mods, you can see I've got Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, Contra, Castlevania, Dungeons and Dragons, Earthworm Jim 2, Samurai Showdown, Ninja Gaiden, NBA Jam, Tasmania, Mega Turrican, Fantasia, Micro Machines 2, so on. But for me to do these mods, I must own Golden Axe. Well, as I have the complete bundle, it's not a problem to me. So just keep that in mind. That if you're trying to buy the games individually, you might think, oh, I don't want Comix Zone. I'd never play that. Not interested in that. Then you realise that there's a mod you can have for Robocop versus the Terminator, but you must own Comix Zone in order to do it. So as we've got it, we'll load it up. It'll put the cartridge in. Now, although it says Comix Zone, it will load up Robocop. Do you remember this game back in the day and being shocked that my parents would let me have it at such a young age, because it is actually quite violent. Prime directive, avoid the bullets. Oh, gonna get shot from below. Pretty sure I should have picked up a better gun by now. There we go. That's the end of him, so we can guide those grenades around. You get the idea. So I'll hold down the select button. Now I can save, push the X button, go back to another game and come back to this later, but let's load up something else. So we'll go down to Golden Axe, do a bit of Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. I do have this in my VR arcade, new Retro Arcade Neon. Got the main version, multiple arcade machine emulator. I've got the actual cab, so it looks legit with all the artwork on it. But yeah, did have this game on a Mega Drive back in the day. Let it show. Just skip the intro, get to the gameplay. So though it's only 3 buttons, it's quite a lot you can do. We can run, shoulder barge, run, flip, and then do a slide. Take them out, jump and kick. Pizza there to get our health back. You get the idea. Just a bit of Streets of Rage. Sega, of course, well known for Sonic. I'll skip past that. This is an awesome game. It's worth owning in its own right, but it's got a lot of mods for it. Should also mention Open Bore as well, Open BOR. People make homebrew games and they take sprites from well-known games like this and Street Fighter to make their own side-scrolling beat-em-ups. If you didn't know about it, now you do. You can check those out. They're free games. It's kind of cool. Music to this game is absolutely awesome. When I think back to the Mega Drive, I think of this game more than I do Sonic. Special is going to cost a little bit of health to use, but get some health back in a minute at one of the bins. There we go. So punch and jump together, or throw the knife. Right, I'm getting a little bit carried away. You guys get the idea. Just have a look under the mods section. So Road Rash, Turtles, Pools of Fury, Afterburner. Sure, there's more. Got Space Harrier there. Shadow Dancer, I'll give that a go. Used to play in the arcade version. This is the ninja, the shinobi with the wolf. Oh, stuffed it. Let's have a look at something else. You get the idea of the game. I know I've got Desert Strike and there we go. NBA Jam Tournament Edition, Jungle Strike. What's that under Golden Axe 2? Is he going to let me play it? Let's try something else then. Jungle Strike. Should have an Urban Strike as well. Hellfires, Jink Hydras. Alright, got it. So we've got on the radar. There's some more targets. There we go. Some fuel there. You get the idea. What else can we have a quick look at? Final game. Echo the Dolphin. Space Harrier. Stuffed it. Right. So that'll do, guys, I think. So yeah, to be perfectly honest, more of a fan of EMU VR. There's much more I can do in VR with it as well, like light gun games. But if you want something that will just work and have some nostalgic fun with, can't really go wrong with this. But yeah, I'll stick with EMU VR and New Retro Arcade Neon. So we'll leave it there, guys. Have a great day, have a great evening, whatever you choose to do after watching this. And as always, I'll see you when I see you next. Ciao for now.